Story submitted by doyoulikeboy. This is a true Pokemon Go horror story. Be aware of your surroundings. This world is a creepy and fucked up place, and Pokemon Go fans right now are the prey for hunters looking to go terrorize people or do even more harm. The story is being told from the perspective of a 16-year-old boy. Okay, so when I found out Pokemon Go was released where I'm from, I was super excited, just like anyone else would be. Bad thing is, I live in a very secluded part of town. There is houses, but the nearest house is at least 4 miles away, and every other house after that is separated by 4 miles as well. Anyways, I downloaded the game and went out walking around farms and empty fields for hours upon hours. At this moment, I had been walking around for 5 hours, and I had only caught around 10 Pokemon, which weren't really that good. So walking was pretty much just a waste of time for me, so I decided to go back to my house, and shit, I noticed a really nice utility off-road van. But weird thing is, he's heading straight towards me. He's probably going around 70 to 80 miles an hour. So at this point, I'm really scared and confused. I'm not sure if he sees me, but there is a farm nearby and I run into it really quick to find a hiding spot. So the van gets to the barn and some fucking rednecks start yelling random shit. They're like, "Hey, we know you're in there. Come out and play with us." So I decide to go hide in one of the stalls where animals are kept. So they continue yelling random shit. I'm, of course, shitting myself, and they continue just yelling and yelling, but then all of a sudden I hear the engine of the van turn off, and I hear 4 doors open, and at this point, I know there's around 4 or 5 guys. So I'm thinking to myself, what do I do? What do I do? I look around the barn really quickly. I notice a ladder pretty hidden by big tall bales of hay and stuff. So I start climbing up the ladder, and as I'm doing so, the main barn gates open up. So these 4 guys are coming into the barn, and I get even more scared when I realize one of them has something that looks like a gun. One has what that I can clearly tell is a baseball bat, and the other has a machete, and the other guy has a hammer. So they're looking around, and one finds the ladder, and by some stroke of luck, I mean, like a fucking stroke of luck, I was super fucking lucky. The farmer whose land I was on came out and he yelled at them and said, "What the fuck are y'all doing on my land?" The farmer had a shotgun, and when the 4 pedos saw, they were shitting themselves. So they all ran out of the barn, hopped into their gay-ass van, and hauled ass. After this, I am still in the barn, and I couldn't see the farmer, so I was super scared. So I look out of the barn window, and I feel a fucking barrel on the back of my head. I was scared. I mean, really fucking scared. I thought I was going to die. The farmer said, "Get on the ground." So I did, praying to fucking God I would make it out alive. He said what I was doing here, and I said I was Pokemon hunting. And he says, "What in the Sam Hale's Pokemon hunting?" So I explained, and he said, "Okay, sorry for scaring you. Didn't mean to, I just thought you were one of those fucking pedos that was left behind." The farmer offers to drive me back home because it was fairly dark at this time. It was about 6:30 p.m. I thought, I don't know this guy, but he just had the chance to shoot me and he didn't. So I trusted him. So I hop into his truck, and as we're going down the road, I see that off-road utility van. Once again, my heart dropped. It was the same guys inside the van. I was hoping it'd be someone else. As we're driving by each other, they start going super slow, the truck and the van. And I notice a fucking farmer tilting his hat at them, and I could have sworn he even winked. I got scared, so I unbuckled my seatbelt and I just started running. I ran towards the woods not too far away. I ran like I had never ran in my life, because I was running for my life. So I'm in the woods. I just run and run and run. Meanwhile, I hear the guys yelling, and I hear a few gunshots shoot up in the air. Yes, that scares me even more, but I know if I want to live, I have to keep running. I see my house not too far in distance. I see the local sheriff there, and I just start yelling at the top of my lungs. Not being really able to because I'm so tired from all the running, but I try to. But finally I make it to the front door and begin pounding on the door. My mom opens up the door quickly, and the sheriff asks me what happened. I break down in tears and tell them what had happened. The sheriff goes out and drives around and said, "There's nothing out of the ordinary." And I got mad and said, "Of course nothing looks out of the ordinary. We're around fucking land and just nothing but land. What's gonna look out of the ordinary? Unless the fucking truck was sitting just there taunting him." So the sheriff leaves, and my dad goes down to the basement and grabs his 12-gauge shotgun and sleeps with me in the room for that night. It's the following morning, and the sheriff says no men were found. But last night they did find a burning van on the side of the road. I will show an image of it here shortly. So everyone learn from this. Please take proper precaution while playing Pokemon Go, and stay aware of your surroundings. And if you live in a secluded area like me, take some type of weapon with you, or go out with a bunch of friends. Stay safe, everyone. Please stay safe. Or you may end up becoming a victim, just like I was. Maybe even end up dead just because some silly Pokemon game. Hey guys, Mr. Horror here. I decided to upload a Pokemon story submitted by a viewer because everyone needs to watch out while playing Pokemon. Just be careful. And if you like this story, don't forget to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. And if you watch till the end, in the comment section put if the video is better without my long 23-second intro, or do you want it back?